Hi, this is Ashish Kesharavani over here. I'm master trainer with UEI, have international exposure of training and teaching with University of Huddersfield, Capgemini, Australia, Hotel School The Hague, the Netherlands. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, sir.
I mean, all of you don't seem to be too excited for this session.
We are.
Yes? Okay, so I'm your facilitator for the day. My name is God. You know, this is what I used to think when I was young. When I would come back from the school, my mother would open the door and say, "Oh God, just look at you." You know, and then when I would go to my neighbor's place, my neighbor would say, "Oh God, not again." So all these years I thought my name was God, till the time I came in and joined the college. When I started working in the college, and then started working, people started calling me Kesar Wine. Wine I took up seriously, so I started drinking and training and teaching on wine. No more Kesar left. Here I am. I'm Ashish Kesharavani, your facilitator for the day. What do we understand with this? We've all come in over here to learn something. You know, that's the reason we say learning and development. And all of us are from an industry which is services and hospitality industry. So it says you don't have to be crazy to work in the hospitality industry, but it certainly helps. In your day-to-day life, every day, you experience a lot of things. You know, you've grown, you've done your masters, you've done your program, and you've come across, and operationally all of you are very strong. What is it that is one of the most important things as an executive that you feel you need to do? Most of the gentlemen sitting over here are wearing something which is why do we do this? All of us aspire to be executives, all of us aspire to grow, you know, to help each other out. There's something, a quality that we need to have. You know, a quality, everyone wants to wear a coat. Everyone wants to wear a coat. But what is the quality that you probably think a person needs to have to be able to wear the coat?
A higher level in the organization as a manager or something, a managerial position maybe.
Okay, no theory please. Here we have what we are saying is plain and simple attributes. You know, plain and simple qualities.
C will stand for caring.
Caring, excellent. So you're saying caring.
Complimenting.
Complimenting.
Competent.
Compassionate.
Compassionate. So these are some of these qualities. Yeah. Don't you think as a manager or as an executive or as a supervisor in any of the organization, one which encompasses all comes across as coordinator. Do you agree with me?
Yes.
Let's look at O.
Organized.
Excellent. Organized. Outstanding. Let me help you. A good observatory pass. Observation. Observation. Okay. A.
Attitude.
Attitude. We've come to attitude.
Attentive.
Attentive.
Alert.
Alert.
Or as I want my boss to be appreciative.
Appreciative. Everyone wants that. Can we say, as a manager, we need to be adaptive? To any circumstances? T.
Tactful.
Excellent. So this is the word that I was actually looking for. We got it in the first place. So, tactful. If we have all these qualities,
I will also add one something which will
Yes.
be maybe T for T as a team player.
Team player, we are coming to this. So I think you've gone through the agenda of the session very well. So you're saying team player. Very nice. So we understand these qualities that we have, we are able to achieve much more. Yeah, we are able to achieve, or we are able to perform better. Yes, coming across and starting off when we're saying team player. You know, I'm sure when you were young, you all like to hear stories, didn't you? And as we grew, we lost that quality. We lost that quality of actually listening to stories or appreciating stories. Would you still want to listen to a small story?
Rather, we started telling stories.
Okay, so you started telling stories to your friends, to your wife, to your girlfriend. That's excellent. But we're talking of stories which probably has some moral.
Yes, certainly we would like to hear one.
Okay, so let's, I'm sure most of you would have heard this story. It's a geese story. You heard the geese story? Have you seen geese flying?
Yes.
Yeah, geese have a V
Yeah.
shape, V formation. Yes. Now geese have a V formation. Why do they have a V formation? You know? And what do they do? Actually, what do they do? There's in the V formation, there's one geese actually leading. The others are supporting. How do they do that? In the geese, in the V formation, the vibrations and the velocity created by the flutter of wings of everyone puts together actually helps the geese to travel the distance they travel. Geese, when they're moving, you see that they travel long distances without stopping. Yes? And the moment the leader geese gets tired, the geese comes back and the another geese from the flock actually takes that position. You see, now that is, they are not wearing a coat. You see, now they are not wearing a coat. But you see how well they are able to adapt to coordination, how well they are able to observe when the leader geese is actually falling short or is getting tired, when they have to adapt to a situation where they have to lead and where they have to support. Yes, and tactful is in terms that when they have to come down to a level whereby the pressure of air is low and when they have to come up. If geese can do that, I'm sure all of us over here would want to be far superior. Did you like the story?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes, wonderful.
So I'm sure all of you enjoyed the story. Yes? Do you remember the moral of the story? Let's move ahead and see two important things which when you have to train, when you have to give something to others, what is it that you have to keep with you? One is humor, which I started off with. Remember? Yes, take it home with you. And the other is passion, which expresses until unless it doesn't come out, it's not going to be successful.